Good morning, guys. Welcome back with a new video today here on the channel. Today we're going to discuss Bitcoin trends, price, order flow, and the fundamental news. Looking at historical data to see if this would be the low where price could go up again, or if we would see more downside. So when we look at the daily, we can see that price is really consolidating here. Nothing much to note down in here. Price is stabilizing around that 60,000 level, which we mapped out in the previous video as well. You can clearly see that buying volume is very present in here, but the selling volume is still dominant. But when we look at the major price movements, like in here, which were very aggressive, and in here, which were also very aggressive, and a bit more minor, but still more aggressive here, you can clearly see that price in here is really consolidating out. And apart from this imbalance, nothing much more has been created. The wicks have closed in here, which means that even though price has gone down, no imbalance in order flow has been created in this area here, which is good to see, which is an indicator that price might bottom out. And when we look at like the monthly chart, we can also clearly see that price is now in this very key zone. You have here a lot of liquidity in the past, and this is a major price level where price could swing up again, and try to reach those imbalances again and try to break this. But again, at this moment, the month is still very bearish. We have one of the most bearish months in a while, since mid 2022. Yeah, price is still very bearish at this moment. So really keep an eye on that. When we look at the H4, we can clearly see that price still is respecting the bearish order flow. If you can see here, the order block, and here you can clearly see that price is trying to break these lows again, to target this low and these two lows. And the question arises that can it find enough liquidity to break this? And if it does so, then in here, does it stagnate? Are like buyers stepping into the market? Or is it going to push down to find those key levels of like 55k, which we haven't seen in a long time? But you never know. We don't try to predict, we try to react, where this is the most key level on H4 at this moment. And when we look at the H1, you can clearly see that at this moment price is respecting still bearish demand, and in here as well. But here, as we have seen on the daily as well, this lag is just a bit more transactable than let's say these lags and these lags. So price is stagnating, is in a bit of a consolidating uptrend, where here you can also see a nice push of volume. So that means that at this moment price is still bearish, of course, but this could be a level that we can bottom out at. And when we look at the news, yeah, it can happen. It can happen. This is a pretty nice news article about if price will recover in July. It first talks about the liquidation zones, where the strongest liquidity cluster sits near 67,651, and yeah, you can see that Bitcoin tends to rise 7.6 on average in July, where here in June you see in 2026 minus 17.91, and here in 2022 minus 37.28, and we don't see those numbers here in July. So that could mean that on average we could rise, and it's like the more present bullish months instead of like June. And here on average return by month, you can clearly see that as well. And it dips below the 200 week simple moving average, which is key to see, like in here, that we have bottomed out here, and here we are potentially bottoming out, which lays in line with the analysis we have done. And when you look at the Google Trends, it is still very present. So people are searching for it. People are looking at what Bitcoin is doing. But given that price is just very bearish at this moment, it doesn't look that people are participating. So when we looked at major here trends, here Bitcoin was moving up, and you see a uptick in movements in searches when price is moving up, and here, and at this moment it's stagnating. But yeah, it's not looking amazing, but it's not looking bad either. And when we zoom out and take the 4-year moving average instead of the 200 EMA, you can also clearly see here that price is respecting this 4-year moving average. So that could mean that we could dip a bit below, maybe touch these levels, and then move up again, which is great to see. So we really have this fundamental backing at this moment. But as you can see here, this extreme fear at this moment. Price is really bearish, so a lot of fear, a lot of liquidity is pulling out of the markets, which isn't great to see. But you also know that historically speaking, when there was extreme fear, there are also a lot of opportunities. So really try to disconnect from the entire view, what you see on X, what you see on TikTok and Instagram. It's important that you look at the data and look what is happening here. The extreme fear is just emotions, and we also know that when you involve emotions into trading, it doesn't particularly end well at all. So even if you think, oh wow, I'm fucked, my Bitcoin holdings are very negative, really try to see the bigger picture, see where Bitcoin is going, see the perceived value of Bitcoin long term. And when you look at the ETF in and outflow, at this moment, let's see where it is. The Bitcoin ETF outflow, ETF volume in here. You can see a lot of volume is being transacted at this moment, and we have seen in the last couple of videos that that's much more negative than it normally would be, which is a sign that this crypto fear and greed index is right. But remember that when Bitcoin was booming, that market was willing to buy because they see the longer term value. So really really this is just a moment where price could flip, where we could see like new bearish volume being injected in the market, and this extreme fear will become more neutral and as essentially also greedy again. So hope you guys enjoyed today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.